Quilters, get ready. We're celebrating National Quilting Month with an incredible live giveaway celebration. So join us March 18th, 10 a.m. Pacific time for our Spring Elevate Quilt Box launch. We'll be announcing 10 plus amazing prize winners live.
And those amazing winners are going to have the opportunity to win a Janome TM50 travel sewing machine with one of our Versa Sew Steady tables.
Nice.
They're going to have the opportunity to win a Wish Sew Steady table package with a light stick to turn that into a light box, because you can. One of our amazing travel bags to carry everything in, plus a whole lot more. One of our new Spring Elevate quilt boxes that we're going to be highlighting and announcing at the same time. An AccuQuilt Go cutting system with one of these amazing new pinwheel dies by Westerly Design. A quilter's package from Clover, Shannon Fabrics cuddle kits, and so many more amazing quilting goodies that you're absolutely going to love.
And that's not all. We'll be giving away live prizes during the event, and some require you to be present to win, so don't miss it. Plus, be the first to see our brand new Spring Elevate Quilt Box that is packed with inspiration, including...
This box is packed with all kinds of amazing tools, projects, and more. We've got 5 brand new templates and tools that you're going to be unveiling with this. We've got 5 new projects that are inside the box.
Yay, that is so great. So we have the Big T mini quilt block. It's a gorgeous little mini quilt block within the beginning fabric.
We've got a pocket purse right over here that has all the hardware and the panel to create your own little pocket purse using the quilt designs in the box.
We have our Cutlery Star place setting project by Nane, our wonderful Westerly educator in Sweden.
That is going to make some amazing spring tableware as far as I'm concerned.
It's a great project.
I can't wait for that.
Me neither.
We've got a tulip paper piecing project by Pam that I actually absolutely love.
Nice. We've got a stunning 12-inch Dahlia block pattern by Angie Atwood.
And then a beautiful gumdrop quilt that you're going to absolutely love making. And Mindy's going to be doing that project for us. So we have got so many fun spring-inspired projects that are going to be highlighting that Big T quilt and so much more. So please make sure to join us. You're going to absolutely love being part of this event. That's not all that's in the box, though, because we've got 10 plus additional classes using the tools in the box to access for life on the university.
So this spring box is designed to spark your creativity and get you excited to get in the sewing room. So mark your calendar, March 18th, 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Join us live.
Celebrate quilting with this new box. Yeah, win big.
And win big. Thanks, everyone. Hi everyone, it's Stacy with Sew Steady. We are so excited to be here. Melissa, thank you so much.
Hi everybody.
So as you could tell in that intro, we are super excited to be doing a ton of giveaways today. So I'm going to post the hashtag that is going to get you into the live giveaways. And I'm going to post it over and over and over again, just so you don't forget what you have to type into your comments
or copy and paste it. Yeah.
So we are streaming live to our Facebook and to our YouTube, so you can join us from any of those places. Use the hashtag that I'm about to put in, but it's our hashtag for our Sew Steady Stars second quarter, because that's what this box is all about, is our second quarter. So we're going to do hashtag SSSQ226. That's it. So it's Sew Steady Stars SSSQ226. That is going to be for the live giveaways today. And we've got some really awesome live giveaways that you're going to want to win. Now, we also did a giveaway through the end of yesterday that is going to be winning some amazing prizes, as we just shared. So keep in mind that you're going to want to go ahead and definitely stay tuned. The grand prize is at the end.
Of course.
Because we have to keep you here.
Right. And it's a big grand prize.
Yeah, it is. Actually, we've got some amazing grand prizes, but the grand prize with the Janome sewing machine and the Sew Steady table with it, that's definitely going to be the grand prize. But there's some really awesome giveaways today. So make sure to enter that hashtag. I'll put it on the screen here in a little bit so you don't forget to.
It's rolling. I see it rolling in.
Oh, I do too. Tons of people. And I love how many people got started early today
Yes,
too.
they did. That's
Yeah.
good.
I think people are excited. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
will
they
say, I know
are.
I say this every time, but I think we have got some of the coolest projects that
Mhm.
we've done yet in this box. So we really wanted to give you projects that you can make from beginning to end that have like, like hardware. So we are putting hardware in this box. You're going to be making a really cool pocket purse that's got the hardware with the bracket in it. Melissa worked on that project, but there's some really, really great projects. But today we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. We will go ahead and share some of the classes that you're going to be getting in the box. But more than anything, we're going to be having some live demos with some of our educators. We've got Ann Moore coming on live. We have Pam Varner coming on live, Kathy Clausen, and Lisa Knight. They're going to be sharing some of their favorite tools that are going to be in this box today with you as well. So let's go ahead and just head on over to our screen here. And I want to go ahead and share with you a little bit about what this Spring Elevate box is all about. So our Spring Elevate box is this amazing opportunity for you to be able to really kind of jump into quilting and be able to have all of the tools that you need, all of the tools and all of the accessories, projects, and even the fabric for some of the projects in the box ready to make. So it just makes it easier. Melissa, what else would you say about it that kind of would make people get excited about the opportunity?
I think it's very spring focused. I think there's a lot of projects in there that are great for this time of year. I think the fabric choices from in the beginning are definitely very spring oriented. And then some of the fun templates that we're putting in the box really, I think, again, just help people get more creative with the templates and come up with more unique designs.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So what the box is every single quarter we release a new seasonal quilt box that's highlighting one block of the quarter and then a whole bunch of really fun seasonal projects. So as you can tell, I'm heading over to our website here, and this is where we are showing you that you can now sign up for our open subscription for our Elevate Club quilt box. There are 3 options to sign up. You can do a ruler only club for $25 a month, an embroidery only club for $25 a month, or a get it all club for $35 a month. And so here at the very bottom, you can learn about some of the testimonials, what customers are saying about the club, just, kind of more of what we've talked about, that it just really re-inspires you to get started. Love that everything is at your fingertips, and love that there's so many different classes that you can really get with just the tools in the box. So it really inspires you to do a lot with what you're getting in the box. So the ruler only subscription box means that it's just coming with the quilting templates. You don't get the embroidery collection. And then the embroidery only means it just comes with the embroidery collection and you don't get the quilting templates. And then the get it all means you get both. And I will say most people that get into it end up getting the get it all.
They do.
Because then you have the best of all worlds. So excellent. Well, then let's go ahead and head on over. And like I said, we want to maybe share with you a little bit about what we've got going on. But more than anything, I think we want to pick some of our first giveaways.
Yeah, do we want to show them what some of the giveaways are?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and pull that up really quick here. And I'm going to present to you. So this is where you can go ahead and learn a little bit more about our Spring Elevate quilt box. And then I will dive into that a little bit further actually as well, and tell you a little bit more about what you're getting. But the first items in that we're going to be giving away are going to be our Shannon Cuddle fabric bundle, and then our Clover quilting bundle. And so we've got some really fun spring colors for the Shannon Cuddle fabric bundle. So let me go ahead and show you who our winners for each of these items are. And then now remember, these don't require the hashtag. We are going to get into some hashtag giveaways in a little bit. These are from the folks that actually signed up to win. So these are from anyone that went to our National Quilting Month giveaway and signed up. So we're going to be picking our first winners for those right now. So the winner for the Shannon Cuddle fabric bundle is Sharon Thurston. Sharon, you won the 2 different fabric cuddle bundles that we have there that I think are going to definitely inspire you to get going with. And this is that cuddle, that's the quilting cuddle fabric. So it's really meant to be able to make some amazing quilts, but it's that super, super soft fabric you get. Yeah. And Amela, I know you've worked with that a little bit, but I just can't wait to create some fun things with that. Yeah. And then the next winner is going to be Victoria Thiel, and she is winning the Clover Quilting Bundle, which comes with one of these amazing racks for holding all of your bobbins. And you're also going to get a whole box of Wonder Clips. Who doesn't want either one of those?
I love the clips.
The clips are amazing. I've used the bobbin holder there, and it just is so easy to keep everything organized. Right now, I just went from having all of my bobbins inside of my Sew Steady wish drawer, and they started getting really messy. Yeah, I'm excited to have that option. Okay, so I'm going to head back over, and really quick, I want to go ahead and show everybody a little bit more about what we have in our spring box, because the spring box is just loaded with really, really cool things. So I'm gonna share that, but then I'm also going to share a little bit more about the opportunity to be able to win some additional items. So don't forget to type into your screen hashtag, and that's hashtag SSSQ226 for our live giveaways today. And let me go ahead and see if I can get a little bit more information pulled up on our Spring Elevate quilt box. And then Mel, you're going to be showing a bunch of those tools today too.
I am. I'm going to do a full box reveal, so don't give away too much.
Well, I'll post a link to our blog page here in a little bit then, because I don't want to get ahead of you. That would be silly. Okay. So here next, what we have is we've got Ann Moore coming on live for us, and she's going to be doing our first demo, and she's going to be diving into the amazing quilt box, and she's going to be sharing with us a little live demo on one of the tools that's in the box. So let's go ahead and have Ann come on. Ann, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
We can. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to.
Now, Ann, your video format is vertical. Do you want to try to keep it vertical, or do you want to try to go full screen?
No, let's go full screen. What do I need to do?
Try turning your camera horizontal.
Hang on. Let's see.
There we go. Oh,
does that work?
Not quite. We're still just in that vertical format. We get.
Hold on. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Well, I thought I had it this time. Oh, how's that?
We still just have you in the vertical, but we can.
This around.
Oh, there you go, almost.
Well, okay. Huh. All right.
Yeah.
Does that work?
There she is. Let's see if we got it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we still just have you in the vertical, but we can go ahead and work with this for now.
Okay, because I don't have it on full screen. I don't know if I do that or if y'all do that. But that actually is lengthwise. This is lengthwise for me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, now you're sideways. So let's have you go back to the other way.
Okay.
That way looks good right there.
Okay.
We
Well,
can at least see
work
what
with,
you're trying to show off now.
Yeah, there we go.
we'll work with that. Whatever.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right. So what do we got? What are you showing us today, Ann?
Well, I always take our embroidery and I make a placemat. So this is actually number 8 in the series. And I'm going to see if I can turn it this way. That way you can see the entire placemat. And that's out of the Big T, the new package that I just got mine a couple of days ago. Everybody else will be getting theirs probably within the next couple of weeks. And so this one I thought was really cute and different. So I decided to go ahead and use it.
I love how you connected the two. That looks really good.
Well, I let my embroidery machine do that. I'm not smart to do all of that yet, but I tell it what I want it to do. And so that's what it put together for me. And that's exactly what I wanted. So let's pull this back out of the way, get it out of the way. And I'm going to be working with the Dahlia template and also this wonderful little echo guide. I'm going to actually, on the Dahlia template, I'm going to make one that's regular size, and then I'm going to shrink it down. And y'all put an echo guide in there, and you made it in a cute blue color. I love that. These, on your Dahlia, you've got this size, which is the actual one I'm going to shrink. And then you've got this one that can actually grow and be bigger. And then this one, which could be huge. And you've got a couple of circles. So hopefully somebody later in the project will be making the circles. I don't really have a lot of time today to do that kind of thing. But let me move these out of the way and I'll show you my project. And this is just a little sneak peek right here of a project that's coming up in June. I actually made a quilt a few months ago and I used the Dahlia template for it. It's kind of a quilt with an Asian flair. But this is my project. Let me turn it this way. Whenever I'm traveling, I've got this big container that holds all of my products and makeup and things like that. And it's kind of bulky and it takes up a lot of room in my suitcase. So I've made this little guy, and I just have Elmer's glue in here right now to kind of give it a little bit of filling to it. But it's got 2 sections that will hold those cute little 4-ounce bottles that we're supposed to use when we're traveling. And I put the Dahlia. Let's see if I can turn this over and let you kind of see I put a half of a Dahlia here and then full-size dahlias. And these dahlias are the ones where I'll be using the echo guide and making them actually smaller. So I've got one started so that all I have to do is just kind of finish it out for you. And so let me get that and bring it over. In your package, you're going to have this panel. And I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. And so I've used mine and I put this on the inside part just as something kind of fun, different, you know me, I've got to go with some bright colors. So I'm going to bring you over now and I'm going to show you how to mount your echo guide. And then we're going to get busy sewing. Oh, and there's buttons. I think this one, instead of having the ties, is actually going to have this purple, really cute little button that's in the box. But you'll get to see all of that later on when they do the big reveal with the box. So let me get you over to my machine and pull this where I can get you close up. Are y'all sideways or are you upside down? Are you straight out? Where are you?
Right now we're sideways.
Okay, are you good or do I need to turn it?
It might be good to turn it. The sewing machine is sideways.
How's that? Let me flip it the other way so it's kind of more right in front of me. How's that? Nope, that's upside down.
That's great. That's great for us.
That's good.
That works?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not upside down. Well, isn't that funny? Okay. When you are using one of these little echo guides, let me get right up on top of it. Yeah, there we go. When you're using an echo guide, you will notice it has a set of numbers on the front of it. This one is 625. This is what came in our new set. And whenever you use this, you make sure that those numbers are on the top. The reason being, the inside circle here is graduated, and it will fit onto your ruler foot exactly because of that little graduation. So I'm going to put mine on, and I'm just going to push it on there. There we go. And make sure that it is all the way up. I don't want any of it kind of hanging over on the bottom. So that's it exactly. And then whenever I put my ruler foot up and down, it's exactly where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to use this little guy. And I know I'm going to hit my phone a lot. I apologize in advance because it's kind of turned a little bit differently from what I'm used to having. Looks like my thread is caught. Let's see if I can bring that around. Here, if I pull that. Let's do this. I caught my thread, and so I wanted to make sure that I don't have that caught. Now, it's our Echo Guide has a little bit of an opening to the side over here, and I just want to make sure that that is not somewhere. Now, on this particular template, it would not matter because it's all an inside curve. I don't have any points that I need to go around, but I always want to be mindful if I do have points to go around that that Echo Guide opening is in a place that's not going to interfere with that. And that may be something on your machine that you just need to test and find out. So I'm going to look under here. I'm going to find my center dot, which is right there. And I'm just going to bring up my bobbin thread. Your machines, or most of them, are set up to where they will automatically bring that up for you. And I'm old-fashioned. I was taught to do it with the hand wheel. So I still do that today. And sometimes when I think about it, I will go ahead and use the real deal. All right. While I'm in the opening of this template, I'm going to drop my presser foot. My feed dogs are lowered. This particular machine, I usually put it over on patchwork, and I put it on 1326 for my stitch number. That is not a requirement. It's just something that my machine is kind of happy with when I do that. And so,
then, Anne, real quick, before you get started, you might raise your camera a little bit.
Okay.
It's kind of low for seeing like that. There you go. You can kind of see the template a little bit more now.
Oh yeah, I can too. That's awesome. Okay, so I have taken that center out of that template, and I am ready to just kind of back it all the way down. I have pre-marked my fabric with an 8-point crosshair ruler. And I used just my 8.5-inch 8-point crosshair ruler to do that this morning. But I'm telling you, if you've got the little ones, they come in a package. There's 3. There's a 5-point crosshair, there's a 6-point crosshair, and there's an 8-point crosshair. Those are so handy. And especially if you're making little flowers or little projects and things like that. So I actually got mine out this morning and marked my marks. So if you don't have those, I recommend that you order them. They're not expensive, and they are quite an asset to your box. Okay, so I'm ready to start stitching. I'm going to do 4 tiny stitches. Those are my locking stitches, and I'm watching this line right here. It's very faint. I'm not sure if you can see it really well. Like I said, everything kind of looks upside down to me, so I'm just going to go with it and assume that you guys can see it okay. I have a straight line right here on my template, and that's what I have lined up with the line that I have drawn. So straight line on the template. They thought of everything when they made these templates. There are a lot of little lines on them, and they are wonderful for lining up whenever you're making projects. So just kind of pay attention to your lines and let them work for you. They're awesome. So here go my 4 tiny stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm hugging this template as I come around. I stop when I get to the point, and then I start back up. There's my needle channel. It's not in my way. It's just fine where it is. And now I'm ready to turn my project and go to the next line. And there it is right there. And it's lined up on that point of the, a point with the, actually with the fabric. So I'm going to line that up and I'm going to head down. And while I'm in the bottom position, which is right there, I'm going to reach back with a pair of scissors and cut that thread and get it out of my way, that tail, so that I don't have to come up into it anymore. Notice when I do that, I always keep one hand on the template because I don't want it to move any position whatsoever. Now I'm back on it, and notice where I have my fingers. There's staple tape here, 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 and here. And that's where I keep my fingers. And then the other fingers are out kind of on the fabric, holding it in place. Okay, so I'm ready to move to my next one, and I've just moved my template and I've also moved my fabric. I'm ready to go around again.
And then, Anne, when you get a little bit, maybe you can zoom in on the template and be able to show some of the lines that are on the template.
I will do that. That's a great idea. I'm going to put that dark piece of, or that black piece of paper behind it so that they can really see it. Let me grab
That's a great idea.
Handy, yeah. Can y'all see those? Let me turn it a little bit. Can y'all see that? See those lines I'm talking about?
Yes.
They thought of everything, and those lines are engraved into the template. They will be there from now on, and that's awesome. I'll just move that. See where you can see that even better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love that. Love that. They won't be rubbing off. I was using, or I wasn't using. A friend of mine was using a template the other day that somebody had given me years ago. And I have never used it, but she needed something like that. And so I pulled that out and said, what about this one? Well, it had lines drawn on it. They won't be there forever, but ours will. There we go. How's that? Can y'all see that okay?
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay. There we go. How's that? All right, I'm lining up again. There's that straight line. And you cannot see that. There we go. All right, that straight line I was referring to is right there where my finger is. Here's a pointer. We'll use that. It's a paintbrush, but we'll use it as a pointer right there. And so I line those up, and that gives me the perfection that I'm looking for when I'm quilting. Years ago, I started free motion quilting, and I absolutely love it. But I could not get the perfection and straight lines and perfect curved lines that I was looking for. And then I was at Quilt Market and ran up on Sew Steady and these templates, and that changed my world. I can get the perfection that I'm looking for now, and I love that. And some of you know I make show quilts and things like that. And so, yeah, I do want perfection whenever I'm working on something like that. Felt like I needed one stitch more, so I just kind of took it. Here we are lining up again. And I have 8 of these marked, so we'll go around all 8 of them.
You know, Anne, someone just asked a great question that I thought you might be able to answer. They said, how hard is it to do a full quilt? And one of the items that we're going to be giving away later today, I'll give a teaser on, just might be our Sew Steady suspension system. So I thought you might talk a little bit about that.
I would love to. I love my suspension systems. I actually have 2 sets of them. And when I'm not using one of them, I actually hold my iron cord up on with it because I can't stand for my iron to be laying around on the floor and picking up the dirt off of the floor or the, whatever's on the floor. But typically I use mine all the time when I am quilting a bigger quilt, like the quilt you saw a few minutes ago with the dahlias on it. That's a bigger quilt. So I would actually quilt that, and I use my suspension system. If you have a big quilt, which that one is, you put two side by side and use them that way. And if you can also use it as a dam or a wall on your quilt frame too, whichever works best for you. I use it both ways. So yeah, they're great. It's like having an extra pair of hands, like maybe a couple of your friends have come over and they're helping you in your studio and they're holding up that quilt so that it doesn't drag around the edges of your table. I also use it whenever I'm putting on binding and whenever I am putting columns together. If I've done, say, a quilt as you go, I will use it for putting columns together too. So they're awesome. I actually sell a lot of those. I have some on order. I have a few quilt shows coming up, and we'll definitely be sure I have those at those quilt shows because I typically sell them when I have them. So yeah, they're excellent to have. I think they're $49 for a pair. Stacy can tell you more about that. And okay, so this little guy is completely finished, and I'm through with my Echo guide, and I'm ready to use the template in its full size now. And I'm going to use it over here. And let's see, if I use this edge one, that's going to be too big. But if I use this one, raise my needle, that's going to be just right. And so I have a choice. If you notice, this is a little bit chunkier edge to the Dahlia, and this is a narrower edge to the Dahlia. So I can use either side. Since I have it already focused in the chunkier side coming to the inside, I think I'll just leave it that way. And what I want to do is put this down. Yeah, we'll just bring this up right here. I'll do the other in a little bit. I'm bringing up my bobbin thread. Always bring up your bobbin thread. If you don't, you have a bird's nest in the back, and eventually somebody is going to flip your quilt over. If it's on a bed or wherever, they're going to see it, and they're going to see that little bird's nest in the back if you've not pulled your thread up. And that's also a good place if you decide you need to bury those threads. Then that's a good place to bring up your thread so it's easily buried. So here I go. I've lined up with those straight lines again, and I'm making my center mark, or my center Dahlia. And I've marked this, it has 7 marks on it, so my dahlias are actually going to cross over each other quite a bit. So I'm going to go this way and pull my template and line up again. I'm still holding those threads because I forgot to reach back and cut them. Shame on me. But I bet I do it when I get to this point. I'll reach back and just cut those threads and get them out of my way. But remember, I left one hand on the template so that it wouldn't slide.
Anne, we are running out of time here. So I wanted to go ahead and ask a few questions or some questions that came up.
Absolutely.
And then I'll let you keep quilting. The first question that came up was, what thread weight is Anne using?
Oh, good question. I'm using an Isacord. It is a 40 weight. It is an embroidery thread, but I use it a lot for my ruler work. I like it.
Okay. Love that. Now, another question or comment that came up was that we just wanted to kind of confirm that you do have the opportunity to sign up for the subscription box right now. You can sign up from any of our club stores. So if you do want to go ahead and see if there's a club store near you, then you are more than welcome to go ahead and check that out and give us a call, and we can help you find a club store near you. Otherwise, our open subscription period on our website is good through the 31st. And so then you can, sign up to get a quarterly box. And you can cancel at any time, but that is a great opportunity. So you showed the lines on the ruler. We got that question answered. That was great. How hard is it to do a full quilt? We answered that question. So I think we're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and switch over. We're going to do a couple of live giveaways. I'm going to let you keep quilting though, Anne, and we'll come back to you in just a little bit.
Sure.
But we wanted to go ahead and get everybody excited about our next live giveaway here. So let's go ahead and share our screen, and let's run on over there. Okay. So Anne is showing us some of her designs that she's putting on the practice panel that's in the box. And our first live giveaway that we're going to be picking is our Sew Steady travel bag. Now, our Sew Steady travel bag, we're going to be promoting all of our second quarter with the opportunity, if you decide to purchase any Sew Steady table or cabinet insert, you can get a Sew Steady travel bag for just $10. So we're kind of seeing that as like our amazing Mother's Day promotion. Maybe it's time to get yourself a new Sew Steady table if you got a new machine recently. But let's go ahead and pick a winner for that right now. So heading on over to our winner picker, we've got our giveaway tool. So I told you that you're going to have to use hashtag SSSQ226 as the giveaway tool. So let's go ahead and see. We've got 45 people entered into that drawing for our Q226, and that's going to be our Sew Steady Stars drawing for Q226. So we're going to start picking our winner now. You should be able to see that scrolling across the screen at this time. Here we go. And the lucky winner of the Sew Steady travel bag. I don't think I can pronounce this name.
Who is at PSC 2502?
You are the lucky winner. We are going to go ahead and put a little banner across the screen there, and that is going to tell you that in order to go ahead and claim your prize, you need to email us at info@sewsteady.com with your mailing address, and if it's a shank size item, then that too. But right now, we're going to go ahead and head back over to Anne and see where she's at. And then we will be heading into our next presenter. And I think we have Pam Varner next. So let's go ahead. And Anne, are you ready to show us where you're at?
Yeah, I just finished.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This side over here. And I'm about to put in the last little flower, half of a flower that goes right here. And then the project just gets made, and it's easy. It's, you just fold it over and make a little foldable purse to it. There's nothing to it really.
Yeah.
But it just makes something cute and fits easier in my luggage than that big bulky thing that I have.
I love it. Well, and I love that, this is a practice panel. This is a way to practice your designs before you decide to put them onto a finished project. So, turning it into something that's usable, even better, right?
Right. But the panels are so cute. If you think you really want to make it into a serious project, I would get my, that fabric that you bought that you couldn't live without, and you got it home and you thought, you know what, I don't have anything in my sewing room that even remotely matches that. Well, get that fabric out and practice on it, and then use your panel for something really fun. That's what I would do, because the panels are beautiful.
I love it. That's a great idea.
Yeah, let me show you.
Thank you so much for joining us, Anne. We can't wait to have you share this amazing class with everyone during our spring box classes. Our spring box classes are every Wednesday and Thursday throughout spring. So just stay tuned for that. We do have some bonus classes on Mondays and Fridays, but Wednesdays and Thursdays, you will see lots and lots of amazing education coming to you 10 a.m. on Thursdays and 1 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday. So again, thank you, Anne. And I think we're going to head on over to Pam Varner now. She's going to share with us another amazing tool and what she's going to be doing with it that are out of the Spring Elevate box. So Pam, can you hear us okay?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
We can. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yay. This is really fun. Ann and I get to do spoiler alerts.
Yes, we do.
I'm really excited about that. So I'm also going to use the Dahlia template, but the fun part, not that the Dahlia is not fun, but there are circles, between the line circles. So we have a 1/2 inch circle, and then we have a 1/4 inch circle. And there's lines I'm going to show you on vertical lines on the top and the bottom on both circles, and those are the lines I'm going to use. There's also lines going this way horizontally on both of them that are centered, but we're going to use the vertical ones just because I think it's easier to see. But that's not all. I am super excited about this new tool. This is the spiral crosshair. You no longer have to have straight lines. You can have curved lines. You can do all sorts of fun things with this. I'm just going to do a basic one. Now, the channels in this are just like the regular crosshair. So you just put your clover marker right in there and make your curved spiral lines. I don't know if you can see all of this while I'm doing it, but I think you can get the idea that it's pretty simple to do. Now, there are some designs where I mark the center before I do this, but I'm not going to use the center of it. I'm just going to use the actual lines. And so we're going to make some circles, but they're not going to be a straight line. A lot of times with the between the lines, you want to do like straight circles that look like a strand of pearls. Well, we're going to do them curved this time. So I'm going to pull my thread right on the line. And then I'm going to take some stitches. I noticed Ann does 4, I do 3. I can't explain why, I just do. And I highly recommend locking your stitches, or you have to hold on to the threads before you start stitching. And I'm going to set this down. I have remember that vertical line that I talked about? I have that behind the needle. And then I have the one in front of me right on the line. So that's going to make my circle. I start to the left, and that's going to be my odd circles. So this is circle number 1, and I'm going to make a circle and a half because I want to stop on the line down here. Then I'm going to move the template, but I also have to move it a little bit, the bottom of it a little bit to the left so that the vertical line stays on the curve of the crosshair mark. And now I'm going to go to my right, and this is 2. And circle and a half. The reason that you go back and forth between left and right is because it tricks your eye, and you don't have that double stitching all on one side of your line. So now I've moved down. I have to move over a little bit. And this is number 3. So this is to the left. 3 around. Those of you that know me know that I generally stitch kind of larger stitch length when I do ruler work. When you do small circles like this, they do have to be tight stitches. Otherwise, the circle's not going to come out perfectly round. I forgot where I am. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. And now this is 5. And this goes to the left. And I'm going to lock those stitches. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the needle slot on this. Makes it really easy to, there we go, to get into the needle. So if you want to add little circles to your quilting, it's really easy to do that. So here we have our first set. And as you can see, it's not a straight line. It's a little bit of a curve. And then I thought to make things a little different, I would do every other line with the 1/2 inch and then alternating lines with the 1/4 inch. So I'm pulling on that line again, right at the beginning. Take my 3 little stitches and then use my needle slot right here. I love the needle slots. I wish all my templates had needle slots, but let's see. Line that up. Again, go to my left. Now this is a little tiny circle, so my stitches have to be really close together. 2, and this time I'm going to make 10 little circles. 3, 4. I have to count when I do them or I'll lose track of where I am. 5. And because this circle is half the size of the other circle, they should come out to be about the same length. I believe this is 6. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. And this is 10. Oops, I think I went the wrong side. And then I lock my stitches. You could bury them if you want to, but I have found that if I lock them before I pull up my thread, it's fine. So we're going to do this and that. And then look at how fun that is. Isn't it? Oh, I love this. It's so fun. Okay, now we're going to do 5 more over here. Oops. I got too excited. And so I'm just going to go like that. And I hit the wrong button. So I was telling some people yesterday that I cannot judge a 1/4 of an inch, but I can sink my needle perfectly. So that's my superpower. I've decided, okay, we're going to do this again. And we're just going to keep on going to the left on 1. And that wasn't exactly centered. So let's see. But nobody's going to know.
So a few questions are coming in here, Pam.
Okay.
One question was, what tool are you using to mark the lines?
Oh, I use a Choco liner, the Clover Choco liner, that's filled with Ultimate Pounce powder. So this, let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess. This unscrews, and it's going to make a mess. And then you can just fill it. So you can use a straw. You can use like a dropper. What's that called, Stacy? You know, like a little water dropper.
Like a funnel type of thing.
Yeah, there's all sorts of ways that you can fill this. You can also use, Danelle uses, and it works out really well, a condiment holder. Sometimes you can pick
that's right.
You can pick them up this time of year at the dollar store.
The condiment like for ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, and you fill that up with your pounce powder, and then you just kind of
spray it in.
Yeah, and it goes in. So that's what I use. You have to make sure you get Ultimate Pounce and not regular white pounce. Ultimate Pounce is the one that comes out with an iron. The regular pounce washes out. So
yeah, you want to do the iron off just because then it stays a little longer and it iron off. So everybody's asking, is that spiral crosshair square part of the box?
I don't know, Stacy, is it?
Oh, well, yeah. I think Mel's going to show us that here in a minute, but it absolutely is. Um, so everybody's going to have a chance to enjoy that amazing spiral crosshair ruler and do some awesome projects with it. And they are loving that we have multiple designs on one template. And I think that that's one thing that we've done really well with the Elevate box is we want you to be able to maximize what you can do with the tools in the box, because we've got a lot of projects and classes for you every single quarter that you can take advantage of. As we want you to be able to enjoy them. We want you to have the tools right there ready to use. So all of that is in the box, ready for you to enjoy. So Pam, we're getting kind of close to needing to pick our next giveaway winner, but I want you to just keep on, and then we'll head over in just a minute and we'll pick our next winner, and then we'll come back to you. Or do you already have something to show off?
I do. I did one ahead of time for everybody.
Oh, I love
so that's what it looks like. Now this is, I didn't use the center part, but there's another design that I'm going to show as part of the, as a bonus class. I think it's panel C. Oh, I don't remember. And I have a project for that, but I don't have it done, so I can't show it. So there's this. And then do we have time to show the paper piece thing?
Oh yeah, let's show them that really quick. That would be awesome, Pam.
All right, let me change my camera. Let me see if I can pull this off. That is me.
Yes,
okay.
We saw you for a sec.
Oops, where'd I go?
Well, you came and then you went.
I came and then I don't understand what happened.
There she is.
Stay. Oh, there it is.
I love this so much. So this
That's
is
gorgeous, Mom.
Thank you.
Love it.
Pam is going to teach you how to make that gorgeous tulip with paper piecing and then add it to this amazing quilt as a full project that you can take advantage of on the Sew Steady University.
Yep. So thank you for letting me show that.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing it with everyone. We love the templates and the designs that you guys are sharing with everyone today. And we wouldn't be able to do all of this without these amazing educators. So we absolutely love everything that you guys create and share. And I can say I'm definitely speaking for our community, but I would say that they definitely agree. And if you do and you're listening, then definitely, feel free to do a little shout out for all of the amazing classes that we include in these boxes, because the educators have a lot of fun creating them, but they work really hard to create those for you. So we want you to be able to do that. All right. So Mel, guess what time it is? Yeah.
Giveaway.
Tell everybody what this is all about.
So this is a great book. This is my first introduction to it. Never even seen or heard of it before, but it is fabulous. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically it's like a guide to all of the quilt stores, fabric stores, craft stores, needle, crochet, ruler work, whatever, by state. So you can actually look up by state if you're out traveling or if you're somewhere and you want to go shopping or you need some fabric, and you can see exactly the address, where these shops are at, what they sell. So it's really cool. And then it also has a lot of little, depending on where the state that you're in, they have giveaways. Like one store was offering a free fat quarter, or it has like free tickets to get into like quilt museums. It's just packed full with tons of cool stuff.
So fun. And guess what? We are giving away how many of these?
Ooh, 6, I think. Is that what you said?
We have 6 right there to give away. So let's go ahead and see how many people we have in our drawing now. Ooh, we have 105 people in our drawing. Someone asked, is it case specific? It is not case specific. I did test that. So you're okay if you did lowercase. This time we did do uppercase. You're going to be good either way. But we do have 105 entered into the drawing, and now we're going to go ahead and pick 5 people. So are we ready? We've got 108 now. So the first person that we're going to pick is going to be, let's see here, Kivia Brown. Congratulations. You are our first winner of the book. And then we're going to have a few more winners of this book. So let's go ahead and kind of is a little bit of a rigmarole here, but we're going to pick the winner one more time using our hashtag. And that's SSSQ226. And we've got enough S's in there. Sometimes that can get a little complicated. All right. So now these are for people that have entered into the drawing in the last little bit, because this is actually, we've got 40 and I kept that rolling for about 10 minutes. So if you have entered into the drawing in the last 10 minutes, then you are now going to get the next chance to win. Oh, should we let Kathy win one of these?
Ooh, Kathy.
We're going to send you one. Don't worry. You're going to be in the drawing to win one of these. So Kathy is going to be one of the amazing winners.
Hard.
Yeah, she does. So Kathy is going to get one. I've got an extra one at my box, at my cubicle for you, Kathy. All right. So then the next one we have here, let's see. All right. We've got 43 entered into this one. And this is going to be Karen Bronson. Congratulations, Karen. All right. So I'm going to do one more right now, and then we're going to do a few more at the end here. So just because this is a lot to do. And then guess what time it is, Mel?
Ooh, is it the box reveal time?
Yeah. So I'm going to pick a couple during the box reveal time too. And so that'll give everybody some more time to get their hashtags in and be able to enter to win these books. So Amy, 16E1M, you are another winner of our, and what is the book officially is called?
It is called needletravel.com. So Needle Travel.
Needle Travel, and it's a book that takes you all over the country and tells you the location, the address, and some of the things that the quilt shops are offering.
Goodies, has little, love it.
So fun. All right, I'm going to pick a couple more while you're showing off the box. So here's Mel.
All right.
And she is going to go ahead.
Right?
Yep, you look great.
Make sure that's good. Ooh, I'm so excited. So I got high shank because I have a high shank machine. But let's get started. All right, let's see. I love how when you first open it up, we have, of course, our little tissue paper because it's like a little present. It's like getting a gift in the mail. We have our card here. So this is how you register your box on the university. A lot of times we get questions from people about where to access the classes. So we do have a playlist on our YouTube channel. But also, this is the card. You don't want to throw it away because this is a coupon code that you enter to register on the university. And that way, those classes or embroidery files or PDF patterns, that's where those are going to be located if you ever need them again. Then we have a wonderful thank you card from everybody at Sew Steady. So we want to thank everybody who's participating in our Elevate Box Club. I guess I should turn it upside right. Oh, maybe that was upside right. There we go. And so that's kind of a nice little thank you card. Then we have our club guide. So this is nice. I always keep this handy throughout the entire quarter. So the nice thing about this is it gives you not only what should be included in your box, but it also gives you the guide for all of the classes that we're going to be having. So all of the classes that our educators have come up with, this is going to have the date and the time of the classes and what the class is. So you can always refer to this, which is really nice to have handy. And then, of course, it's going to have our special coupon code for just our club members and the different products that are going to be on a discount throughout the quarter. So this is a nice little guide to keep handy, too, as you're doing the projects. And maybe you see some tools that you don't have and you want to get, and want to take advantage of that special coupon. So this is kind of nice as well. So the next thing is we have our beautiful fabric from In the Beginning. So this is gorgeous. This is going to be used to make the mini quilt block. So we've got a really pretty purple here, a really pretty white, like floral, if you can see that. And then of course this, which is gorgeous. I love this one with all the florals on it. And in fact, I'll show you what the little mini quilt block is going to look like. So this is going to be our Big T mini quilt block. And then you can see we're going to be doing the spiral with the circles in the middle of it. So you're going to get the fabric for that, along with the instructions, and then some really pretty like lime green thread, or avocado, I think is what it's called, but it looks kind of more like lime green. But it shows up really pretty on the fabric because this has a little bit of the lime green in it as well. So that's the thread we're going to be getting. If you got the Get It All box of the embroidery, you're going to be getting the Big T embroidery files, which there's so many on here. It's gorgeous. I love the designs. And again, it's, you know, a lot of people might just get the ruler work only, but a lot of people will upgrade to the Get It All because the embroidery files are so cool to have to go with the rulers too. Love them. So that's going to be coming in the box. We have the wreath with echo. So we do have the wreath with echo, but this is going to be 2 new template sizes. So you're going to have one size on this side and another size on this side, and it makes these beautiful wreath designs. So that is going to be coming in the box. Let's see, it's just so much. Okay, so this is going to be our Big T practice panel. Maybe I'll show it up and show them the panel a little bit. It's really pretty, very springy. I love it. So this is going to be one of the practice panels you get, again, to use to make a project. And again, practice the design. So this is really pretty. It's got little feathers on it. That is going to be in the box. Again, with the quilting design, so you'll be able to learn how to quilt this, again, with embroidery or with the rulers. Then we're going to be having the little snap pouch. I love this. This was something I've been wanting to make for a while, and it's not like a huge project, but it's fun, especially if you've never done like purses or pouches. So we are including the hardware for the little snap closure as well. And we'll be learning how to make this little pouch, and it will be the fabric will be included to make that as well. So that's kind of a fun little project. This one is amazing. In fact, hold on 2 seconds and I'm going to run and grab it real quick. Oh, I lost it. So never mind. I'll just show it to you later. But this is something Nane, one of our educators in Sweden, made, and it's in the hoop embroidery, but I just loved it. So you do this all in the embroidery hoop, and it's like a little fork and spoon and knife holder. So she calls it Cutlery Star. So if you get the embroidery box or the Get It All box, you'll be getting this as well. It's a great little project for spring. We have next, this will be the paper piecing pattern from Pam that she was showing you. So you will get the paper piecing pattern. So that's really exciting. So we're looking forward to that as well. And then we have the beautiful Dahlia template that Anne showed off. So this is that template that has multiple shapes on it. You've got the circles, you've got the 3 different sizes of the Dahlia spinifex. So this is a great tool. So that's going to be included in your box. We also have a new pattern. This one is called Gumdrops. This is going to be a quilt pattern. Similar to like how we did Backroads in our previous quarter. This is just going to be called Gumdrops quilt patterns. This is going to be a fun one that's going to be included. Then we have our buttons. Take a look at those buttons, guys. Aren't those cute? It's a little spiral button that looks like our spirals. So you're going to be getting these fun buttons. And then our spiral crosshair. Everybody was asking if that was going to be included. Yes, it is. There it is. It's in your box. And let's see.
That's not in there.
And that's not in there. And that is everything in your box. Lots of fun stuff, though. Apparently, I got an extra goodie that wasn't included. So this is great, though, guys. We have so many fun things in here. I love it that we have a variety, too, from the paper piecing to the embroidery projects to the little snap pouch project. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, no, I think that this has definitely got, I mean, we've got 2 different practice panels. We have the fabric to create the Big T block. We have the gumdrops pattern. We've got the paper piecing pattern by Nane. The other thing that we did not get, you didn't get to show off in there is the Dahlia pattern by Angie.
Oh, yes. And that's beautiful as well. Yes.
We have a brand new Dahlia pattern by Angie Atwood that will be included in the box as well. It's absolutely stunning. I'll try to show that to everybody a little bit later today. But a wonderful, wonderful box that or pattern that you're going to love. And it really inspires everything you can do with the Dahlia. So
many different,
so many different designs you can create with the Dahlia. So that is our spring Elevate box. And so every quarter we basically retire the box of the previous season. So today the winter box is officially retired. Out with winter, guys. We are ready for spring.
We are ready for spring.
Bring it on. Give me the flowers. Give me the pretty colors. I'm a spring baby. Tomorrow is actually my birthday. And so I love pretty. I love all of the spring colors.
I do too. I love the spring colors as well. I think they're gorgeous.
And I love that this box is so colorful. So excellent. Well, then let's go ahead and pick a couple more winners, Mel. I did post a link to be able to sign up for the club if you are interested in joining the club. So you can go ahead and check that out. We do have 80 entered into the drawing now. So let me go ahead and see if I can pull that up so you can see. We've got 80 right there. So 2 more winners for our books. The first one is going to be, let's take a look here. We've got Anita Monty. Congratulations, Anita. You are a winner of the Needle Travel book. And again, we've got more giveaways today. So you are all set for continuing to win. And we're going to have one more giveaway. And actually, I was going to share a little bit about some of those amazing classes that you're going to be able to get in that box right now as well. So let me go ahead and do that. Mel, did you have anything else that you wanted to share before I do that?
Let's see. I mean, I could share a couple. This is a project that I just did with the Big T block, just to give some inspirations. This was just a little little tote travel bag that I did. Let me hold this up here a little bit more. There we go. So there's a lot of things that you can do. You can make larger blocks too, which is kind of cool. So that was something. And I think that's it for right now.
Okay. So great. Well, we are super excited to have all of these amazing classes ready to share with everyone. So if you sign up for the club, then you get access to the university. And if you get the Get It All box, then you'll get access to all of the embroidery only projects. If you get, and the ruler only projects. If you get the ruler box, then you'll get the ruler projects, and you get the embroidery box, and you'll get the embroidery class projects. So that's how the university classes work. So depending on what you get, we give you access to that in your box. But these are just a few of the amazing projects that you're going to be able to participate in and create with during the class this next, or during the Spring Box series. Now you have access to those classes for life. So you get to keep learning and growing from all of that amazing education. So the next thing we're going to give away, we're going to pick from our live winners. So that is going to be one of our amazing Sew Steady suspension systems. So we mentioned that we're going to be picking a winner to win our Sew Steady suspension system. And this is also part of our spring sale that starts April 1st. So just like our travel bags, you'll have an opportunity to add this on to any table or cabinet insert purchase for just $10 the entire quarter. So our Sew Steady suspension system, you can always add more arms in your sewing room to help you hold up those projects and take the drag out of quilting. And that is exactly what we want to help you do. So I'm going to go ahead and get our little giveaway tool ready. And we're going to pick a winner for the Sew Steady suspension system, Mel. So let's go ahead and see who has entered the hashtag SSSQ226. We've had it scrolling across the entire time. So let's see. what we've got for entries. So we've got 63 entered to win right now. And I'm going to go ahead and show everyone this amazing screen. Let's see. We've got our giveaway winners right here. Okay, so we've got 70 in the drawing now. Let's see who the lucky winner is. All right. It looks like Judy Paul is our winner. Congratulations, Judy. You are the winner for the Sew Steady suspension system. And just as a reminder, if you win today, please make sure to email us at info@sewsteady, your address, today's date, so you can claim your prize. Make sure to mention what you won too. That'll make our lives a little bit easier if you remember, but I'm pretty
yes, it
will. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back over and see what we're going to be doing next here. Next, we're going to be sharing with you a little bit of a video on a brand new product that we are introducing, and that is called our new stitch regulator extension option for using on a few machines on the market that were released in the last year. So we have a brand new option to be able to do ruler quilting with your brother and baby lock machines that came with the stitch regulator. So I'm going to show a short video on that. It's a little bit of a highlight reel. So I'm going to jump kind of across a few different things that we include, including a class series that's included with the purchase of our class kit that walks you through kind of how to get started using that stitch regulator foot. So let me go ahead and show that, and then we'll be doing another giveaway, and then we'll be heading to another live demo.
Ready to experience ruler quilting with stitch regulation at the same time? Introducing the Stitch Regulator Starter Kit. Compatible with select Baby Lock, Stitch Sync, and Brother integrated stitch regulator machines. This kit includes a beautiful quilt panel with full step-by-step instructions showing you exactly how to create stunning mandala, block, border, and corner motif designs. You'll also receive 3 essential rulers designed specifically for this setup, along with our ruler work guide, straight lines library, and a complete with access to a series of classes to teach you how to confidently ruler quilt and finish your own quilts at home. And with a full catalog of compatible rulers and designs, you're always going to find the perfect finish for every project. Stitch smarter, quilt confidently, finish beautifully. Get your Stitch Regulator Starter Kit today. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with creating the designs that we see right here on our guide. And so I think I'm going to start with one of the border designs because I think that those are a good way to get started, and then we'll kind of lead into some of the more challenging designs, which include the mandala in the middle, as well as maybe the flowers in the corners. So that means that we're going to start with this brand new template called our Wave, Line, and Circle. That's right, we've got all kinds of awesome things we can do with this, including some really cool wave designs. We're going to use this for straight ruler work, and then we're going to use this for adding some circles in and doing some straight line work. So let's go ahead and get started. So one thing that's really important is that you have to maintain fabric underneath the stitch regulator at all times. So we added 2 inches of extra backing to the behind every one of our panels, and that's what we're going to recommend anytime you do any kind of ruler work. You need 2 inches of extra backing all the way around the project to ensure if you want to get to the edges, you're not going to have a problem, because the stitch regulator needs to be underneath the ruler foot at all times. So I'm going to start with my ruler aligned to the baseline of this border, and I'm going to start with it on the second line, and that's going to ensure that I have perfect placement. So I've just got this kind of border that's kind of touching the end, and then I'm going to work my way up. I'll stop there. And I'm not using my foot pedal. I find that sometimes using your foot pedal can get a little challenging when you're doing this kind of work, because
The stitch regulator is just going to move at your hand speed either way. I tell you, it's so much easier when you have staple tape on. So the next design we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a design where we have it. Let me show you what this looks like. We're going to do this design right here where it touches in the middle. So we're going to use a spacing gauge, and we're going to use the 1/2 inch marker from the first, the center of the first design. Oh, this is amazing. And draw these lines in. Here we go. And now we are ready to make our design. Okay, put that ruler aside. And same thing we did before. We are dropping our needle in there. Okay. And we're going to align the ruler with the first line at the top. Boop, boop. Straight line, and you've got your angles. Okay, I just made my 45s with my super duper wave line circle ruler. In order to do that, I just pulled this down to the baseline. Notice it's got angles on it. I used the needle point to be the starting point for my angles. I went ahead and marked my 2 45s, boom and boom, and then I just drew the straight lines connecting the dots to the center. And now I have got my 3 points for my flower. And now we're going to align the center of the template with those 2 points, and we're going to stitch from this point all the way down to this point. Okay. So we're going to start by stitching from here down and stop here. And then we're just going to repeat that all the way around. Okay. That's the design in all its glory. We've got, oh, there we go. We've got the straight lines with the circles. That's a little bit of our straight line work. We've got our spin wave. We've got this design here. We've got our waves. We've got our flowers. We've got our interlocking border here and here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this back slot and we're going to attach it to the stitch regulator. So notice it has a groove in it. You're going to use that to attach to the stitch regulator. And then there is a screw that's included with the foot, and we're going to go ahead and push that through. So now we've got the screw securing the extender foot to the stitch regulator. And now when you plug it in, you're going to see that the needle position will change once you select the correct option. So I'm going to say okay. Here it says that you can start free motion quilting basting with your stitch regulator. Say okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and select option 1. And when I do that, it is going to shift my needle position automatically. So with a full catalog of compatible rulers and designs, you're always going to find the perfect finish for every project. Stitch smarter, quilt confidently, finish beautifully. Get your stitch regulator starter kit today. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for standing by while we shared a little bit about that brand new Sew Steady opportunity that we have here for you to be able to take advantage of the stitch regulation solutions that are built into a few of those amazing machines that are already on the market. Now, those machines are select. It's 2 Brother machines, the Brother Avenir and the Brother Celeste, and 2 Baby Lock machines, the Baby Lock Anthem and the Baby Lock Radiance. But both of them were released in the last year. Both of them have stitch regulation. And so Sew Steady and Wesley created a solution to use with that. So we wanted to make sure that if you have those machines or you're considering them, you know that that is now available. And we'll be sharing that, of course, with all of the dealers that are out there that are highlighting those machines with an opportunity to be able to have that be something that you can get when you purchase that machine. So now we're going to go ahead and head back over. We've got more awesome things to share with everyone here. So as we continue on, we've got Kathy Clausen that is going to be sharing with us some of her favorites in the Spring Elevate box and do a little live demo for us. So Kathy, are you here? Are you ready to share?
I'm here, Stacy. Thank you. What I've got here for you is the interchangeable hanger that I've made for this upcoming box. And what it is our 6-inch block. And you can see what my favorite template is as I've done it here and here. I just put snaps on it, and then each quarter you can change out the block with the new block for the quarter. Do it in different seasonal colors. And this is the template that I'm going to show you today. I found this to be so much fun to work on. And it is our wreath with echo number 16, has 2 different sizes on the template. And it gives us another option that I'm going to hopefully show you today, and that is to do the echo around the outside. It does work on a pin. Everything is so beautifully done and so beautifully marked. Now you've got A, B, C, and D, and I'll show you how I use those letters, okay? So here we go. My voice is just a little crackly today. I apologize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tack down for the larger of the 2 wreaths. It's got a line here to line myself up with. Now on the first one, I could start at A and go down to C, but because I want everything to be consistent, I'm going to start at the letter C. I'm going to pull my bobbin thread up, and I'm going to stitch over to A and then back down to C. And make sure I'm lined up. I like to take that little stitch in place so I don't get a toe catcher. And I'm starting on reference line number 1, then stitching over to reference line number 16 or A and back down to C. I'm going to make sure my needle is down, and then I'm going to twist my template so that I am now on reference line number 2. And when I do that, what happens here is my foot automatically switches from C to D. And that's going to make that inner circle for us that we see right here. And it works so beautifully. You can't tell that it's a whole bunch of little partial circles just kind of melded into one. So here we go, up to C, back around, touch the line before, and come back to C. You know, when I first saw these wreath templates, I thought they were going to be very difficult to do. Then I did a few, and I really fell in love with them. But this is my favorite. It really is. I think it's one of the easier templates to do. I personally would put a beginner ruler work quilter with this template or on this template because I think it's almost foolproof. Okay, and there we go. We are going to use 16 reference lines for this design. And I'm going to keep an eye on the time so that I don't run too far over, because I really think I would think it's important to show you how easy it is to line up the echo to finish off this design. And do a few more here. And of course, I have my favorite Green Bay colors, green and gold. Anybody who knows me knows that I am kind of a Green Bay Packer fan. And back down to C. And we're going to twist that template again. And that's really all there is to it. We just twist it to the next reference line. And we stitch until we meet up with the previous rotation. And come back out. And I've got mine off just a little bit, but that's okay. Nobody is going to notice. Big part of that is I don't have a really high contrast in my fabric here. We'll get a few more of these done, and then I'll show you how we can line up the small one, the small template, and the echo. So I'm just going to come back here. And I'm going to stop. You will let me cut this bobbin thread off. Now we'll do the small wreath. We're going to do it exactly the same way. This template also gives you points to make sure that your stitching lines are correct, so you can tell if you're on track or not. And this one's just like a little baby one. It's so cute. And again, I'm starting at C. And take that stitch in place. I'm going to go up to A and come back to C. I like to make sure my needle is down when I'm moving things around. I love the fact that these templates come in sizes that we've not seen before. A lot of us have already got sets of different templates, and the boxes give us another size, or in this case, 2 sizes, so that we can really come up with some new and great ideas, different ideas. And what I like is that I can do it on different size blocks and fill my blocks up. What you saw when I showed you the hanger was the fact that I could fill up the 10-inch block with the embroidery of the wreath 16, and then I could fill up the 6-inch block with the wreath 16. And there we go. Give you an idea of what these 2 sizes look like. Isn't that just adorable? The little baby wreath, I call it. Okay. Now I want to show you how we can line up the echo guide and make the echoes on the outside of the wreath. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making this beautiful echo around here. It looks like it might be complicated. It really is not. What we have here is you'll see that we have, let's put it right side up. We have another hole for a tack right here between the two different sizes. And when you look from the tack on up to the edge of the template, you'll see this curved line here. And that is for our echo stitching. Let me show you how that works. I'm going to go ahead and put that tack onto the block that I'm using. And I'm going to line up the center line with the two separate, with our two separate plumes. I guess that's what I want to call it. We're going to go from one to the other, and then we're going to twist and continue. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And this, I was so impressed with how this worked. I told Stacy, I'll do wreaths like for every project from now on. Because
it's really fun to see how easy it is to use the wreath too, and to make designs with it. Yeah.
It is, because I was really nervous about it. And after I tried it out, it was like, oh my goodness, yeah, I'll do these all day long.
Yeah. And to see how easy this echo works too, where you can just create this really gorgeous kind of echoing design all the way around the ruler is really fun too.
Absolutely. You know, Stacy, I started with free motion quilting. And of course, then I found Westerly rulers, and that was the end of the free motion. But what I found, when I was free motioning, I echoed things to death.
Oh, okay. I love that.
So
well, one of the things that I love to tell everyone is when they use rulers, they're really teaching themselves how to free motion. Yes. Because they're learning the muscle memory of moving the fabric in a lot of different directions.
You've got that so right. So right. And it is like free motion on steroids.
Absolutely.
And you see
how great. Look at that.
Isn't that awesome? I really hope that everybody, when they get their box, pulls this template out, the Wreath with Echo number 16, and tries it out, because you will be so impressed with it. I know you'll use it for a lot of projects.
And it's just going to be a perfect one to add to your spring projects. So I love that. Well, Kathy, we do have some more prizes to give away, so we're going to head on over there. But I did want to go ahead and just thank you again for joining us and sharing with us your favorite template that you've got in our box. And we can't wait to see the projects and the classes that you're going to be sharing this quarter.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. All right. So heading back to our National Quilting Month giveaways, everyone, we are ready for our next big prize giveaway. And this one is a biggie. This is the AccuQuilt Go Big Electric Cutting Machine. We love partnering with AccuQuilt. And this last quarter, we revealed that we are introduced a brand new pinwheel die by Westerly Design. This is inspired by the pinwheel cutting tool set that we have in our Westerly Design patchwork tools. And we teamed up with AccuQuilt to create a die for that. So not only are you going to win the amazing new big electric cutter, but this person is going to also win the new pinwheel die that is a Westerly Design inspired die. and we'll be sending that with that amazing cutter. So let's go ahead and see who the winner of this is. Now, this is part of our National Quilt Month giveaway, so this is going to be something that you had to enter to win over the last couple of months. But the winner of that is going to be Suzanne M. Spink. You are the winner of the AccuQuilt Go cutter and the brand new pinwheel die. So congratulations, Suzanne. We'll be reaching out to you. We've got your email. So we'll be reaching out to you to go ahead and find out where we should be sending that to. All right. So heading back on over to our presentation here, we have another amazing preview from one of our newest educators, Lisa Knight. Lisa, I know you're out there. I've seen you backstage, so I'm going to have you come on. Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining us. We can't hear you quite yet. I think you're muted right now.
Okay.
There
All
she
right.
is. Excellent.
Super excited to be here. Super excited to show you this, the embroidery designs, because I had so much fun making these two projects. One of them is not quite finished, but it's going to be beautiful when it's done. The other one is a little pouch, and I'm going to share my camera so everybody can see it. And it's just going to be, you're going to love it, especially if you are a little timid about doing the ruler work yet. This is going to get beautiful results. And if you have an embroidery machine, it's going to be so quick and easy. These come out so professional and so gorgeous. So let's share the screen. Trying to figure out which one I'm supposed to do. I think this one. Oh no, that does not look right.
There she is. I see one for you here. There's your screen. Is that the right one?
That is the right one. Let me bring up the camera.
Okay, cool.
Can you see the little pouch?
Not quite yet. No, it's just sharing the screen that is your link at this point.
Oh,
so
no. I might have to hold it up. I was hoping I could use the top-down camera. I might have to ask some questions because I am new.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get. I'm going to try one more time and see if it'll work.
Okay.
Share extra camera. Let's try that.
Yeah, try the bonus camera. You can usually toggle between cameras if you go to the settings feature and just go to camera. And then if you have multiple cameras, then you can just toggle on the cameras in the camera settings feature.
Can you see it now?
Not quite yet. No, we still see you.
I'm just going to show you the pictures and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So what I worked with was this little pouch pattern, and it's a printed panel. It's really cute. I love the colors, and it turned out adorable. You have like a little bracket squeeze thing that goes in there, and it makes it a really nice little pouch. I think I'm going to use it in my sewing room. Here is the pouch. And
so great.
Embroidering design here from Embroidery. There's another design on this one. And even, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, in the lining. How adorable is that? And it used several of them, and it also utilized one of these cute little buttons. But I love the fact that it's got a little spring pouch right here, and it was super easy to put together. It was not difficult. And one of the things I really like about the embroidery designs are the fact that you can look like you know what you're doing with ruler work until you do know what you're doing with ruler work. So they come on this nice little flash drive. It'll be in your box if you order the box that includes those. And there's several designs, all sorts of things you can have a lot of fun with. And then these are those little buttons. 3 of them come with the package, but I've used one on my pouch. Now, the other project I did, and it's going to be a pillow, but is this one, is another printed panel. It's very, very pretty. The colors are gorgeous. And I have got it to the point where it's ready to get the fabric on the back to create it into a pillow. But how fun is this? It's got the gorgeous design in the middle. I chose the largest one. And then I even did, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this on this camera, but I did embroidering in the border as well. So there's lots of different shapes and sizes that you can utilize to fit different areas. And I had a really good time, and they stitched out beautifully. They're very well lined up so that you can see, you know, the stitching looks like quilting, like you did it either with ruler work or freehand. And I am by no means able to do freehand or free motion and quilting like that. But the ruler work I am working on. And then on the back, I'm going to put this really pretty quilting cuddle. And I think it's going to look really good with these two colors. I wish I could get
that looks perfect.
See the camera. And it was kind of funny because I got the panel and I started looking through my stash because I do have a stash, and I found the border pattern and I was like, this is actually quite perfect for this. And it highlights the center, and it's going to look great in our little guest room for our grandchildren. So I had a lot of fun with this. It's quick and easy. They come together very quickly. You don't have to do a lot in prep work. Just figure out what designs you want to do. This little project, it tells you which designs to do where, and then you just cut them apart and put them together. And there's instructions in the book on how to go about doing that. Very clear and easy to understand. Same thing with the other panel. You can create, you just get one panel. So you can do that, and then you can add some fabric to it. You can do whatever you want, but super fun, really cool to do. And as I'm learning how to do the ruler work, this gets me some things that are done that I enjoy and look at. And if you're not quite comfortable with it yet, this is a great way to use the embroidery designs as well as the ruler work. And you can do a combination of them.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Lisa. Yeah, no, and that's a couple questions that came up, or, you know, wish I had an embroidery machine. And the answer to that is you don't have to, because these are the same designs that you can create with the rulers. And we teach you how to do that inside of the instructions and the class kits for both of those panels. So you saw a little bit of the class kit instruction when I was showing off the stitch regulator set earlier, but every single box comes, and the tools come with the instruction on how to create that, and how to assemble it, and what designs to put where, and how to put those designs there, whether you're doing it with embroidery or you're doing it with rulers. And that is another great note, is that every class kit includes the embroidery designs that we're putting on those panels. So you can go ahead and access it that way, or you can obviously access it off of your USB drive as well. So
absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I really enjoyed watching Kathy, because I got to see how this design on the little pouch went together, utilizing the ruler versus just popping it into your embroidery machine. I mean, both things are really very versatile, and I love the fact that you can play with them.
Yeah. And the other bonus to the embroidery designs is that you get them in 5 sizes.
You get them in 5 sizes, and you can play with it. And if you've got something you want to get done really quickly, and you do have an embroidery machine, nobody else is going to know that you didn't do it with ruler work.
Right? Exactly. Well, thank you so much. We're going to show a little bit about that embroidery collection on the screen now, just so everybody can really appreciate all the designs that you're going to be getting in that collection. But that's one of the things that I love to show, is just how amazing these collections are, and what these designs would look like if you decided to do them on an all over quilt design. So every single design comes in 5 sizes. We want to make sure that anybody that wants to do something small can. If they have a small hoop size, they can. So it starts with a 4-inch hoop size and goes all the way up to, most of these go up to a 12-inch hoop size. Some of them we even get a little bit bigger. But the thing that I love to show is what it looks like on those all over designs. And some of these all over designs I think are just stunning. This is one example of that. But as we start doing some of the projects, you're going to start seeing some of those all over designs on some of our bigger projects that we're doing this quarter. And I think you'll be equally wowed. But the lookbook that we're putting in every single box you'll be getting is this lookbook. And this lookbook walks you through the embroidery designs and how you can, access them in multiple sizes. But it also shows you what rulers were used to create every design. So this is not just a lookbook for embroidery. This is a lookbook for ruler quilters as well. And that's why we give it to you in every single one of these boxes. So these are just a few of the designs. And of course, we note a little bit about the class kits that are used in there. And of course, we have a little bit more detail about the amazing projects that we are doing as well with these with this lookbook. So definitely this is going to be one of the bonus things that you get inside of your box to get inspired for quilting your big T quilts. And one of the things that we love to mention too is that while we are highlighting the season, every single box, we're creating really fun projects that are highlighting the season. We're also highlighting one block of the season. And so this is our big T block. And so a lot of the projects you'll see are creating a big T block, and you're going to learn how to create that block, maybe even create that full quilt, but you're also going to be learning how to quilt it. So, that question, quilt is desired, or that statement that you see on the bottom of every patchwork pattern that you've ever gotten, quilt is desired. Instead of doing it just as stitch in the ditch, you're getting inspired by what could this look like if I were to put this on an all over big T quilt. And so we've done the work, we've created the design ideas. This is initially inspired by Donna McCauley, one of our amazing educators that's no longer with us, but she really started this off for all of us. And then we took it from there and created some amazing designs with all of our educators that we have here. So we're going to continue to share all of these awesome designs with everyone and continue to get everyone inspired on what else they can do with these designs. So we look forward to continuing to do that as well. Now, I wanted to go ahead and do you have any favorite designs in that collection that we just shared with everyone, Lisa?
Actually, I really like the one that I did on this panel. I think that has got just such a really nice look. There's not a lot of going over the same area in that one, so it really does give a nice,
it does, doesn't it,
edge to edge kind of finish. And one of the things I really like about your lookbook, and while you were talking about it, I was thinking, is the fact that you do show how to connect the designs together.
Yes. Yeah.
So you get an edge to edge look without it looking like you've kind of just plunked some designs around. You've got that continuous, cohesive edge-to-edge look that you can get either with ruler work or with embroidery designs, whichever you prefer. For me, it's not that I prefer the embroidery. It just is. That's what I know how to do. That's the world I come from. So I'm learning how to do the ruler work, because sometimes embroidery is a little cumbersome with larger quilts.
They can be, and that's why if you can combine rulers and embroidery together, that can actually get a lot. It can really benefit you, because sometimes it can be really
I'm
easy.
Wholeheartedly in favor of utilizing both. So just getting where you feel comfortable doing both. When you have a tight spot, or maybe your quilt is just getting too big and unruly for you, you can get into those areas and get with a little bit of help, because embroidery machines don't like weight at all.
Yes. Yeah. It's true.
They're not happy if stuff starts to weigh too much, and it will hinder your ability to get that design placed where you want it. So that's a great place to use the ruler work.
Well, we are super excited that we were able to show off some of those awesome projects. Thank you for doing that. And we're going to jump over and we're going to pick our next winner. Our next winner is going to be the winner of our New Year Wish Table Package. So this is the Sew Steady Wish Table. This is the table that every quilter wishes they would have gotten. I always love to say that. But this is the table that was created by quilters for quilters. It comes with the big blue drawer, so you can store all of your goodies in that drawer. I love my drawer for storing needles and thread and feet and bobbins, and everything can be really quick and easy to access right there in that big blue drawer. And then in addition to that, you get to win a whole bunch of more things. So this is the giveaway that you would have entered to win over the last 2 months in our National Quilt Month giveaway. And so the winner was chosen from that. So let's go ahead and see who that lucky winner is. So the lucky winner of our New Year Wish Table Package is Sharon Romer. Sharon, congratulations. We'll be messaging you and getting the details on the machine that you would like us to make that Sew Steady Wish table for. So now we are going to head on over. We've got a little bit more to share with everybody in regards to the amazing Wish table box. And then I want to open this up to questions. Any questions you might have about our subscription or the Big T box, anything that we've shared today. There were some questions that came up about the new stitch regulator kit. That is different. That is not part of the Big T box. That is not part of our Spring Elevate quilt box, which we're calling our Big T quilt box. That is not part of it. It is absolutely separate, but it is getting people started ruler quilting with their a stitch regulator solution on a machine that now offers stitch regulation. And that is something that's fairly new. You should know most machines do not offer stitch regulation. Janome has had stitch regulation that they offer with their machines. It comes on both the M7 or the M8, the 9480, and the M17. Bernina offers a stitch regulator solution that's built in on their Bernina 990. And then we have developed a Sew Steady table that allows you to use their stitch regulator for ruler work on several of their other machines that are accommodated. So every brand has a few machines that you can do stitch regulation for. But I wanted to make sure to answer we're calling it the Big T box because we are highlighting the Big T block this spring. So Spring Elevate box is the Big T box. That's one and the same. Thank you for asking. It is our Big T quilt box that we're highlighting all of our spring quilts and projects in, and that's the block of the season. The next thing while we're heading over, and if you have any questions, please go ahead and continue to ask those, then I will address that. I'm going to head over and I'm going to share with everyone those projects that we're going to be highlighting this spring. So our education schedule. So we mentioned earlier that we were going to be doing one of the projects that's in the box is this Dahlia pattern by Angie Atwood. And so Angie is an amazing educator. She's based out of England, and she is going to be sharing with everyone a Dahlia pattern. It's using the rulers in the box, the Dahlia ruler. We're calling our Spinifex, it's called the Spinifex Dahlia, but it's got all of those amazing designs built into one ruler. And she'll be taking us through a 12-inch quilt block that has the opportunity to become a pillow and so much more. Melissa, this is another box, a pattern project in the box called the Flex Frame Pouch. And so Melissa is going to be taking you through creating that with both rulers and embroidery. Melissa is going to be doing our Big T mini quilt for you. So she showed that off earlier today, but that is highlighting that putting together of the Big T quilt using the fabric from In the Beginnings fabric that's inside every box. And then let's see what else we have in store for everyone. Mindy is going to be doing this gorgeous gumdrop quilting patchwork pattern. So she'll be doing that for everyone and quilting it with the embroidery designs in the box. Pam's going to be doing that paper piecing project that we showed you today. And she'll be teaching you how to create that tulip block with paper piecing and then using it in a Big T quilt. Nane is going to be doing a Big T piecing in the hoop project for everyone. Nane is also going to be doing that cutlery star project, which I think will look awesome for maybe some of our spring table decor. So I can't wait to make this project. And then some of our bonus projects. Melissa's going to be doing this amazing rag quilt project for everyone. We've got Mindy's going to be doing the Big T quilt piecing and then quilting it with that all over design. I think that Lisa was sharing with you that she loves that as an all over design. This is a block design that's part of your Big T quilt that Mindy is going to be using on this larger project that she's doing with Big T. And then Nan, oh my gosh, this is so adorable. Nan is doing a backpack piecing in the hoop project for everyone. This is going to be amazing. So if you do decide to, you have to try this embroidery box this quarter, you're going to absolutely love this backpack piecing in the hoop project. Michelle Hall is going to be doing a fun little notebook cover using the Big T Class Kit B. She's also going to be doing some decorative stitch using the Universal Circles and Straights tool this quarter. And then we've got Kate that's going to be doing a bonus project on one of the designs we're highlighting using hexagons this quarter. Carrie is going to be doing embroidery grid project. So this is that piecing grid paper, and she's going to be creating a super cute project with that. And she's going to be doing some fun hexagons and bringing them to life with the Big T embroidery collection. And Lisa shared with you a couple of the projects that she's going to be working on. And then we've got Donnell also highlighting some of our designs, and she's going to be sharing her octagon table topper with everyone this quarter. Shauna Rendon is going to be showing off her hexie mats and taking advantage of the designs in the box with that. Kathy is doing a really fun project. She's going to be doing a Big T decorative hanger project where she's going to be showing off some of the different blocks of the quarters that we've done and doing this decorative hanger. And this is something that we're going to have to see if we can get our hands on that and share that with everyone, Kathy, because I absolutely love that. She's also going to be doing a grand leaf bonus project, and she's going to be taking everyone through a whole class series using the grand leaf. And then Ann Moore is going to be doing a pillow project, and more from Pam Varner on one of our class kits. Deb Donovan has an amazing template hexagon embroidery project that she's going to be sharing with everyone. And we've got Dee Shelburne doing a Big T bag. So we have got some awesome classes that we can't wait to share with everyone coming up this season. And so we're going to continue to go ahead and do that. We do I'm going to go ahead and address some questions that have come in. Just make sure that I can answer that for everyone. And yeah, I see so many exciting projects. Thank you all so much. We are so excited to have you enjoy all of this amazing education that these educators put together. And we are getting out the boxes right now. So definitely, stay tuned if you're already one of our club members, because they are on their way to you. You can get the spring box without joining the club. We have a couple different options. You can contact any of our resellers and club stores, and you can purchase from them. We also have a try it box option that's on our Sew Steady website. And so let me go ahead and take you on over to our and learn a little bit more about our spring box and how you can get a little bit more information on it as well. And I'm going to post a link to this, but this is going to kind of take you through this. This is our blog post, and this will help you learn a little bit more about the spring box and how you can participate. We've got the join the subscription option there, but we've got a try it only box there as well. So you've got two different options that you can go ahead and take advantage of. And then we just walk you through learning more about each of the items that's in the box. And if there's one item that you say, you know what, I'm not quite ready to join the club, but I'm really excited about maybe the new Dahlia template or the wreath template, you can actually just purchase those. So we have them all right here. You can learn more about each of the items that are in the box and even some of these bonus projects. And so definitely take a look at that. I'm going to post a link to it so you can go ahead and learn more right there. And then let me see if I can answer some more questions about about what we've got going on here. So let's go ahead and just see what questions have come in. We did answer the questions on the stitch regulator. And yeah, and again, you do not need to have an embroidery machine to be able to do this. So what patterns include the fabric? So we include the fabric to make in the beginning fabric to make the mini quilt. And then we have 2 different practice panels in the box. So that is all the fabric that's included in the box. And Melissa kind of showed that off earlier. So you can go in about an hour and be able to see all of the fabric that we've included in the box. And so I think that answers most of the questions. I'll see if there's any more questions. If you want to go ahead and claim your prize, please just email us. I'll put that on the screen again. Email us, winners email at info@sewsteady.com to claim your prize. We do have one more amazing grand prize giveaway to give away right now. And then I'm going to pick one more winner for one of these awesome travel guide books. So if you're going across the country or even in your own state and you want to know where some awesome quilt classes are, you can take advantage of that too. So let's go ahead and share with you the winners of the grand prize, and then we'll have one more amazing giveaway winner as well. I think we answered the questions that came in, so thank you all for asking those. Oh, we have 2 more giveaways. We've got our Sew Steady Elevate Club Box winner. So one of you is going to be winning the Elevate Club box, and that's the spring box for the season. And so the lucky winner of the spring box is Cheryl Harden. Congratulations, Cheryl. You won the brand new spring Elevate box that we are just highlighting in this live. So congratulations. That's amazing. We'll be messaging you to help you claim your prize. Now, before we announce the winner of our grand prize, which is that Janome TM50 Sewing Machine with our Sew Steady Versa table and travel bag with the grid glider. So this is kind of the everything package that's going to come with your travel mate. So I think the combo value of all of this is definitely well over $1,000. So you're winning the grand prize, whoever wins this. So there's going to be a big drum roll for that. I am going to go ahead and give away one more of these amazing books. So let's go ahead and do that really quick because I have one more to give away. And then we will announce the winner for the grand prize. So in order to have won this, you needed to enter into the National Quilting Month Giveaway. That what is going on for the last 2 months. We were announcing in emails and across our website and all that jazz. So let's go ahead and pick the winner of one more book. This is the book now. We're giving away one more of our travel guide books. And then we're going to announce the winner for the grand prize. So the winner of a travel guide, Gloria Schmuck, you are the winner of our Sew Steady travel guide. And now we're going to head over and we're going to announce the winner to the Travel Mate 50, Janome Travel Mate 50 Sewing Machine. And we're going to announce the winner that will be also getting the amazing Versa bag and table with that. So with the glider, the winner is Anita Gambrell. Congratulations, Anita. You are the winner of the amazing Janome Travel Mate 50 Sewing Machine with our Versa, which is our first ever versatile table that allows you to have both 2 sizes in one, and our grid glider and our bag. So it really goes along with that theme of being able to travel with your sewing machine and have it in different spaces. So you're going to be winning the grand prize. So we are so excited to be able to share that with everyone and really celebrate quilting together. And that's what we're here for. So we continue to celebrate quilting every single month as we promote and highlight new classes with all of you. And we hope you are able to join us throughout the month. Oh, Anita, I'm so glad that you're here and you're part of our live today. Thank you so much for being here. We are very, very excited to be able to continue to celebrate you in our community. If you haven't already, head on over to our Sew Steady Westerly by Me page and our Sew Steady Stars. That's where a lot of us will share the projects and questions and everything to do with Westerly designs and our rulers and quilting tools that we have here at Sew Steady. So super excited to have all of you join us today and be part of our live. And again, thank you for celebrating National Quilting Month with us. We will go ahead and share one more link to our Spring Elevate box, and so you can learn a little bit more about that. And if you want to join our club, you can do that from this link as well. But this is our Spring Elevate quilt box, and we can't wait to have you all join us and be part of our community. So have a wonderful day, and congratulations to all the amazing winners out there. We are so excited to have you all be part of this live, and hope that you'll join us for future launches. Every single quarter, we launch a new box and share the amazing classes and projects with all of you. So have a wonderful day, and we'll hope to see you quilting soon. Thanks, everyone.
Spring is here, and so are a ton of Sew Steady projects. This season, we're quilting grand leaves, dahlias, hexagons, big T quilts. We're making backpacks. We're making snap clutch mini quilts, rag quilts, and even a cutlery star.
You'll learn ruler work, embroidery in the hoop, paper piecing, panel quilting from our amazing educators like Kathy and Mindy and Pam and Nan and Michelle and Gary, Donnell, Angie, Deb, Lisa, Ann, and so many more.
Well, that's a lot of educators.
It is a lot of educators.
Join us live every week as we turn panels, rulers, and embroidery designs into beautiful finished projects.
So grab your fabric, thread, your machine, and let's quilt something amazing together.
Sew Steady Spring Quilt classes are here.
We'll see you there.